Happy Friday, peoples.
Hell.
Hell.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
We're there.
We got this. We're into it.
We're not going to ignore it. I forgot what we're doing.
We're looking at the bookcase.
Oh, I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. I'm not interested in working.
What?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there.
Like porn?
Like private things.
Like porn?
Did.
From Boston all of a sudden?
He's like
had
porn.
you porn in here? That was almost Jersey, actually. I don't know I don't know where I am there.
I'll leave the porn shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one.
I'm very curious. Oh, are we gonna find the
file?
The file?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe the file says Chiaki's the traitor and she doesn't know we know. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items.
And then the thing that is... I'm having so many feelings. And then we're going to go to the trial, and the thing that's going to be the good ending, bad ending is should we out Chiaki as the traitor?
Oh, maybe, yeah. That fit with the first game. There's no way there are any clues here.
Here we go.
Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from... Wait.
Oh, it's doing it again.
It's doing it again.
Well,
it's Nagito.
That file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one.
That seal.
God, now, because it's happened twice, now I'm not sure that it's not intentional.
But they corrected it the very next line.
Indeed, it's the school badge. It's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information.
Oh, that's not true. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but... Is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too.
It's not.
I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really only had my information, then why...
Why is it so thick?
Is this, is the file so thick?
Hell yeah.
Orewa. As I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me.
His eyes are Pokeballs.
Aside from my information, there was information about the others.
They always have been.
Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, height, weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. Confirmed that it truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Huh. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Yeah, we know that. Can you please go to the pages that I'm interested in?
Yeah, really. Could you actually look at something cool, maybe?
Hajime. Did something happen?
No, Chiaki, it's all good. Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here, too. Nagito was lying.
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
The first thing I would do would be to look up the person that's standing in the room with me, just in case, like, because she might take it.
Take a look at that file.
Yeah.
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
Her boobies were on my shoulder.
Yeah, really.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Unfortunately, details.
Well, she also can't remember her high school life.
That's true.
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there... These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain any new clues from them.
Well, where's the paperwork that he had that had all of the information from Danganronpa 1?
Oh, that's a different file, I think. But we got to look at that, I think. He shared that with us.
He did?
I thought so. Maybe not.
I guess. Seems like it.
Hold on.
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but...
It says you're the traitor,
Yeah,
Chief.
really. There's a big traitor stamp on your face in this. This file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Who's Byakuya Towa? Who's the... okay, this is Monokuma.
Oh no.
Wow.
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No.
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious.
Oh, you're right. They did
He
show all of this.
participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist.
That Byakuya, interesting.
Yeah. You're basing it on the one person's cheap speculation.
Cheap.
Cheap.
What do you mean? Don't call me chicken.
Chicken. You don't have to ask me that. Excuse me. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages, confirming the names. Ultimate Imposter. Oh, shit. Okay. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks.
What?
Every section was filled with question marks.
Danganronpa,
barely
stop
be considered a
having
student
secret
profile.
characters that we don't know about until the end of the game.
On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate Imposter.
I mean, he wasn't super ultimate. He made it super fat.
Yeah, he was really fat.
He's really fat.
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
Seriously?
True identity? No, I don't think this... there's something else going on here.
That Byakuya. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
Why are you pronouncing his name so weird?
I don't know. The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown, except we just said his.
Yeah.
Basically, he doesn't exist.
We live in a patriarchy, and the default is he.
Yeah, I guess
he
so.
doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Ho-ho! Though I'm not jealous of that at all. So are they saying that at any point, any of these characters can be dead, but being impostered?
No.
No, what I think they're trying to make us think that the Byakuya we knew was actually an imposter and wasn't really him, which is
So
possible.
it's like totally
Game 2?
discrediting any kind of suspicions that we had about, or ideas that we had about that Byakuya.
But
Okay.
see, I'm starting to think that that might be true. It might also be that somebody else is still an imposter.
But,
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
you know, yeah, that is curious because when they did the killing...
Because Byakuya certainly was acting like he kind of knew about this beforehand.
Now
And he alluded to a history. Like, he was like, I used to be one way and now I'm another. Like, I'm suspicious. I don't know if that actually was an imposter. I think the imposter might still be among us.
But what's weird about that situation is that Bonokuma's really into rules, right? And so when somebody dies, the report is accurate. And so if the imposter died, would it say Byakuya died?
I think maybe because, like, I don't know, Monokuma's files have been kind of weird, and like, he's kind of very vague about how truthful he is with everything, because sometimes he doesn't say what the exact killing blow is.
Well, sometimes he leaves information out, but he never lies.
But I think, like, for the purposes of that, he might say, because he can't write, he doesn't know the person's real name. He doesn't know their real anything, so he's just going to say Byakuya Togumi. And that seems more fun to him. Or, again, it lends credence to the idea that Byakuya wasn't the ultimate imposter, that the ultimate imposter is still among us. Anyway. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togumi?
Yeah, but since everybody else has their own, like, write-up, it doesn't suggest that the ultimate imposter is one of us.
Unless they... I don't know. I'm just saying.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in this killing school life?
Oh, his physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
I mean, we were pretty suspicious of it.
Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But he couldn't help it.
Because, like, see, I don't know what the point is of, like, this revelation. Because it's like, oh...
More's got to come out. It doesn't...
Got it at the beginning.
It's not possible that they'd be like, oh, here's, like, this is a red herring.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Why couldn't he help it?
Because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. Okay, My Hero Academia.
Oh, man.
The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
I trust that.
Then, what was he trying to say to me that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about that ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monomi or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't figure it out.
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. And that also explains if she's the traitor why she was like, wait, am I in there?
Yeah, see, that's what I think.
Oh, Chiaki. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
Interesting.
Oh, it's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
But we got a truth bullet out of it, so fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. The UI begs to differ.
Was that a wise decision? Time's up.
Unlike the other 2 places we went to that didn't give us anything.
Yeah. Time's up. Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
This is crazy. We are going into this sorely unprepared.
Oh, yeah. I still think our...
you and I differ.
Yeah. I don't think Chiaki's the killer. I do think she's the traitor.
You know what? I agree.
I think
But
Nagito...
as far as the death situation,
Yeah.
I do think Nagito had more of a hand to do with his own death
See, I don't think that's the case.
than you do. Yeah, yeah.
I think Sonia.
That chimed just now. Yeah, so... Time for class trial, babies.
What's more important than most... Wait, what is most important for living things?
Water.
Well, personally, I think time is.
Oh.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There's nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We'll begin the last
Crash trial.
We will begin the last class trial. Fucking shit! We will begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock.
It's presumptuous to be like, this is the last one. We can
Yeah.
murder again.
I have been drinking quite a bit, but I'll see you there soon.
Damn. The last class trial? He said that, right? I couldn't understand him because he kept repeating it and fucking up.
He said Ras
Yeah,
class.
he said
Crash,
crash. What?
Crash test live.
Last class trial.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
We're like being very careful not to do the same thing. What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days.
Until the simulation ends.
And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But I can't imagine if it's the real end.
Huh?
Or that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be?
Monokuma Taichi.
Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
I think he just wants to open up a gym. But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. Class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. I figured it out. I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright, let's fucking do it, kids.
Let's do it, kids.
Okay.
Alright,
hyped.
theories. Nagito... Okay, I don't think Nagito killed himself,
Right,
but I think he had a lot to do with his own stabby.
okay. In like the physical sense or like the planning sense? Because I agree he wanted to die and figured this would flush out, like, he figured this would lead to his death. I think he knew that.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
also
think he,
think
like-
that he, in a moment of terror, will try to save himself.
Probably.
I don't think that his resolve is so much that survival, it like trumps survival.
Maybe. Looks like everyone's here.
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Stop it! You're making me depressed. Buffering.
You're making me depressed too.
So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? The Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Oh, pure Kazuichi,
But we've
please
been
don't be the
tricked every
murderer.
step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know? That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial. I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops.
Huh. But what the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh? What are you saying?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Ugh, stop trying to jinx us.
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Oh god, is Monomi Nagito?
I don't
Are
think
you
so.
new Nagito?
I have
Oh,
finally
no.
realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there is a possibility, you must face it.
Okay,
In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself.
this sounds very
So I will
Makoto-y.
fight! It does. I mean, that's why I think the Future Foundation is like Makoto and the rest of them. Or is Hope's Peak. So I will fight! What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Just like Nagito.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Is that a joke? Is that a joke that you just made to yourself?
Nagito, sorry. Kazuichi, put your tongue back in your mouth and your joke's back there too.
You might pierce your tongue with your spiky teeth. But her eyes, she looked so determined.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
They're not buttons, they're black beans.
Yeah.
Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the class trial.
Ah, fine. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going. The class trial.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Yeah. And now the weird staircase animation. Now we give up. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Monokuma Rock.
This is the last episode we're recording this play session, and every time I end up just like cuddled up on the couch with a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So cozy
eventually.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right?
This may mean nothing, but we're arranged right now in the shape
Triangle.
of the pin on Byakuya's jacket. Just want to point that out.
Interesting.
I hope so.
Really?
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's intentional or if it means anything, but...
Dang. Let's worry about things after we're finished. More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
We dive deeper
Awkward.
into despair. Deeper, darker, down farther into ground.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight.
What I do like about this game is that they don't spend, at least in this one, they don't spend any time outside of the trial being like, I think you did it. I don't trust
Yes,
you. I
that's
think
true.
you did it.
That's true.
It really just happens at the trial.
Yeah. And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Let's see what it looks like. Ooh.
Oh, yikes.
Dystopia vision.
Gonna sink my battleship? I think not.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Enough! Just fucking start this already!
Can't believe he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
I saw some comments saying that this is gonna be a tough class trial.
Oh boy.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end. Yes. Now then, let's get this trial started, shall we?
I'm sick of being...
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
Whoa.
I mean, he's not wrong. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. The curtain is about to rise.
Oof.
Nagito Komeida, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable.
Then something happened.
Yeah, but his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else.
His voice even changed from the beginning of the game to the end.
That's true, yeah. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but... hell yeah. There's no way we can end this without knowing.
I'm still upset that he's dead.
Yeah, we will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Save
want to
progress.
Get pumped, y'all.
I also want to point out that in those like 3 tableaus, the first tableau included Kazuichi, Sonia, and Fuyuhiko. Mm-hmm. And that was the only tableau that had, like, that's the tableau that has the most blues. And so, like, it would make sense just balance-wise.
I don't know
with
if you
that
guys noticed,
landscape.
but Fuyuhiko was looking at Sonia, and Sonia was looking down at Kazuichi. So I don't know if there's, like, an order there. I don't know if that matters, but...
This game does hide little secrets like that.
I'm wondering if that's going to come into it. Because, yeah, I was trying to pay attention to who was looking where based on
oh, that's
Hugo's
hell yeah.
picture.
We got that skill from our Monomi evolution, I believe. The menacing focus.
Oh, is that why we were trying to get it? Oh, so it wasn't about the pig, it was about menacing focus?
Oh no, that was the when we got all hope and she left and left a present behind that had a shit ton of coins. She also left that skill that greatly increased our focus gauge, which is useful since that also heals us.
Gotcha.
So it's good. Let's fucking do it.
Okay.
Try do. All
All
right.
rise.
Okay, we go. Now then, let's begin with the simple explanation of the class trial.
We know.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Oh, his X is weird.
If you vote
Oh yeah.
correctly,
Gundam's is like a gothic X.
then
All their X's are different.
only the blackened will receive punishment. You guys are talking while I'm giving this speech. If you pick the wrong person, you'll die. And everyone but the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave the
I
island.
think Nagito's X's are like spears.
Oh my, Monomi, my cute little sister, you're awfully quiet. What happened to you? You look awfully angry. You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chestu!
Oh, punch him back.
Yeah. Oh no.
One more time. How about this one? This one will be my final blow.
I think they're reusing all these.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now is not the time for me to hose around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
I wonder if whoever's controlling her has left the controls.
Maybe.
The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor's obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Listen to you, Kazuichi.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait, don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor. Oh, now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry up and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person?
Wait.
Or... What?
No.
Oh.
I just had a really weird moment where I was like, wait, are we the shapeshifter?
Are we the imposter?
Are we the ultimate imposter?
I don't think so, but...
But he was like, he said that Byakuya was the ultimate
Yeah,
imposter.
I mean, Monokuma said, I'm still not sure that's 100% true, but...
He told us it
Alright.
was 100% true.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds...
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not because the tape on the mouth.
Yeah.
So that's why he beat you. You were so beat up? What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. So, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
Should we counter that? Let's see what
No,
else
it's-
everyone people have to say.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
It's duct tape on the torture.
Well, no, because we do know... why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds in Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? Oh, you think duct tape to counter
I think,
that?
yeah, duct tape
Alright.
counteracts what
Gotcha.
he says, I think.
Yeah, let's try it.
Torturing the reason Nagito's body was right here. Torturing
Okay.
Nagito. Shoot that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Thank
Boom,
you.
counter. I mean, I followed your reasoning. I just didn't know which contradiction that was.
It's fine. You listened.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess to anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Go, killed her.
And now I actually understand this game, so hopefully it'll be easy.
Duh, I just realized it.
I
It's
bite
a
my
trap.
thumb at you.
Trap?
Stupid, Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid?
He cleaned his mouth off. Put the tape on after.
Yes, you
do it.
screwed up.
Which one? Duct tape again, maybe?
I don't know how this works.
Well, I mean for the final contradiction. I guess we'll see what he says.
Like you said, the Nagito's mouth was taped. Obviously, he couldn't talk, right? But
Yes.
that was the trap that got the interrogate. They want to hide the fact he got interrogated.
Oh.
That was a trap. Hide the fact that he got interrogated.
advance. Boom. But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. The killer tortured Nagito and then got the information about the bomb's locations.
Okay.
And then, after they killed him,
Oh, shit. That was duct tape.
they duct tape his mouth shut.
Nah, no. It's the previous statement that I have to contradict. They taped Nagito's mouth shut after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable. But that clearly contradicts the truth. If he had listened to me until the very end, wouldn't have to go to the trouble of repeating myself. Alright. So I went down, the killer tortured Nagito. Got the information about the location after they killed him. Boom! Allow me to cut through that jumpsuit!
Breaku!
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Akane, you alright? Got something in your throat?
Yeah, it's Mekamaru. It's the only way I knew how to quiet him down. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture ever began.
Why do you always say that, Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
I do.
I'm jealous.
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember? Just think about that
The
horrible
blood on his
body.
face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said in the beginning. The duct tape wasn't for torture, it was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, that's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
I mean, I
No.
kinda did go psycho.
They didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must have been one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence.
We can't think of any other reason.
But I wonder who would have done that. When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in the front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us, but that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but there has been a pattern before.
Okay, Sonya's being weirdly helpful too.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such amazingly high intellect.
It's not Kazuichi, is it?
Alrighty then.
She would have a grudge against Nagito, I guess.
Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is
Why?
that okay, Miss Sonia?
Because Nagito doesn't have anything to do with Sonia.
No, but Kazuichi still hates Nagito, because Nagito is such a weirdo. He's never trusted him.
He's never trusted anyone, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn right it is.
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Alright, this is where it's not for destroying evidence, it's to trigger whatever the machination was. I'm gonna go for burned rope, I'm guessing.
Monokuma panels.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because that was the machination. That was the...
Yeah, but we're asking what the... Well, let's see what people have to say.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right? Confirmed.
Yeah.
Killer used some kind of setup and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup.
Did they use oil as an improvised fuse?
Nope.
No,
They probably just threw the lighter.
Oh yeah.
no.
Based on the shape of the oil lighter, I can stand upright while the flame is lit. It can stand
If
upright.
they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Some way. Maybe they used invisible
No.
thread?
The Monokuma panels. There should have been a way to tip it over with
It's not sound waves.
Oh, what, really?
Don't rule out simple sound waves. The sounds are waves, you know.
That's probably gonna be the next
Oh
one.
yeah, god damn it.
But to make the sound wave big enough, you can't do this. All you gotta do is present that tool.
No, that isn't it. Gotta think it over one more time. Alright. Oil lighter, yep. Some kind of setup. Setup. Oil. Nope. Through the lighter, based on the shape of the lighter. They tipped it over in some way. I'm gonna heal myself here. Okay.
All right, it went in. Who said
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Perhaps opening the door caused. Yep, it
Yep.
did.
Boom.
Yeah.
See, why would?
Excuse me, princess, but you are right on track.
She gave us the answer.
Yeah. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
So
Guys, I think he did it to
start
himself.
the fire. It started burning when we kicked in the door.
Just as I thought it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Maybe, but
What?
if he did it to himself, then his goal is to get us to accidentally convict somebody. Because
No,
again,
his goal is for us to figure it out and then be united because of hope. And he made himself suffer. He made himself feel fucking terrible.
oh, okay. Actually, I could see that. I could see that happening. All
So
right.
he did that to himself. Because honestly, the only person in the group that was left who hated Nagito as much enough to do that to him was himself.
Or so we think. I'm still like, okay, but I want to know I like the thematics and the reasoning behind that.
Yeah, but like, what about that fucking knife in his hand?
Yeah, how the hell did he tie himself up and then stab himself is what I want to know.
I don't know.
Yeah, and why
don't
go to
have
such
an answer for that.
and why go to such elaborate lengths? Because he could have easily like hurt himself and then killed himself like a number of different ways without all that.
Because he wants to trick us. Like, he wants us to overcome him.
True, but yeah, I just want to know the machinations of that. But I do like that idea. Okay. Yeah, maybe he took the poison so he wouldn't feel any pain and then just
Oh,
yeah.
that's a thought.
Yeah. No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were lying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin. Does that mean anything? The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect? You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over? Let me just define dominoes. In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So, when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled onto the second, and from there they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Well, this doesn't explain the boombox, though, because why would he try to block out his own screams? I guess, again,
there's
just to trick
that, and then
us.
also the Monokuma plushie.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
I think it was a test. Like, to test if that would
The
work.
sphere would
Yeah.
go through. Yeah.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over? That's probably why they turn off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
Oh, so the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. The MP3, right?
I would say so.
Oh, and we thought that was for the screaming.
Yeah.
Also,
It
why
might still
wasn't
be.
that burnt?
Well, the fire only got on the curtain.
That's fair.
The MP3 player, the unburnt, the
Yeah.
breaker of dances.
Breaker of dances. Hell yeah. You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring through the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Then darkness loud hymnal, right?
Hey, did you guys hear something?
Yeah, it really is damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
And as if on cue, it suddenly started the fire.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of panels falling. But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse. It's fine, I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
Those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door. Didn't open. We've already seen this.
It's opening.
So-
Someone blocking the door?
Can do it. This is
I'll punch it.
Yep.
I'm gonna
She
punch
ignored
it.
Threw it up and bam.
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel. And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Fits your theme that this was an elaborate suicide.
Mm-hmm.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is...
Couldn't
the
take any
killer,
merch.
the killer couldn't have left. Yeah, I got it.
Couldn't have taken any merch.
What about all these cool merch things?
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Well, there were windows.
Now that you mention it,
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
we were all outside the warehouse, you know?
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used. You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh? You don't mean...
I think you know.
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime, what do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. It's Nagito himself, right?
It's dead Nagito.
Dead Nagito.
Oh, it's weird that we're getting to this point so early.
I know. So what are those arrows?
Got it.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take a look.
Am I right, bitches?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, wait, let's see, because
Was
this
I
is
fucking right?
This is really early into the trial, so there must be a twist.
Sure.
What if it
Sure,
was?
there's probably a twist. Sure. I'm right.
All right, let the record show. What if it was Nagito?
What? Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know?
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim. What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
I think he was also a little bit bummed out that the last round wasn't a suicide in the same way that
Yeah.
in Danganronpa 1 it was.
Maybe. Or maybe
So
that
he's
was...
like, it needs to be a suicide now.
Yeah, or maybe that was just them bringing up that suicide was a possibility.
Maybe.
So that for future trials we'd know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
The only thing I don't get is that fucking knife.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
you know
that's-
what? I bet you money that he counted on his luck, that he threw that thing up in the air and put his hand down and was like, I hope that it falls where I want it to
Jesus,
fall.
maybe.
And it stuck him in the hand.
Well, I mean, Fujiko's pointing out the mechanics of it are super weird.
Yeah.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
We'll discuss that
When we come back.